Welcome to Talk to Us. This week we have a very special guest with us, and we are going to talk all things boozy, shaken, and chill, but definitely not stirred. Welcome, Arden Wolfsky. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you guys so much for having me here. I really appreciate it.
We are honored that you would be a part of the show. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you. I've watched the show several times in the past. I follow it, so I really love it. So love the work that you guys are doing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we appreciate the support. That means a lot. But anyways, before we continue on, I'm going to make a couple, well, actually, I'm going to make one note. So, we have to watch our dirty mouths. And so, I invented a 3-strike system. Anytime any profanity is used within the show, within that 3 strikes, I'm going to toss you like a rag doll. But also, it's not just me. Anybody else can do it too. And that's only for the podcasters. No, I like to do tasteful things, okay?
I know that.
I'm sure you like being very tasteful. I'm sure you like being very tasteful, don't you?
You don't need to. It's very obvious if you check the Twitter. But anyways, as we continue on, my name is FictionBoi.
I'm Stream
Tasteful
ArcaDad.
like a pile of rocks. I am Whiplash Wolf.
And so we're going to talk about... what started with mixology with you, Arden Wolfsky? What got you into it?
So I've been doing mixology for a good long time, over 18 years now. I actually started back in college. I took a extracurricular course on mixology. That was an offering because I went to culinary school. My full-time normal gig is I'm a pastry chef. So I actually teach baking and pastry, and then I got into mixology on the side because I was like, yeah, why not college life? Why not learn how to mix cocktails and be like the fun of the party and do kind of like fun styles and builds. And then I kind of just carried that over throughout my career in catering events and doing specialty drinks for all kinds of hired on parties and things like that, and now applying it to the fandom.
Okay, so did someone introduce you to mixology, or you found it on your own terms with the course?
I'd have to blame my father introducing me to alcohol, period. I know my parents were like very open about like these kinds of things. We were allowed to like have some drinks at a younger age. And he used to occasionally make some cocktails, mostly beer, but like some cocktails here and there. My grandfather used to mix some old fashions and stuff, and I always just found it really interesting, like how detailed these things could get. And then when I got into culinary school and we started taking classes and getting a little more involved in it and getting into layering and different styles and how the alcohol is made. It's like this is its own fascinating world on its own, like outside of all the rest of the food service industry.
And did you come up with your drinks by experimenting with alcohol mixes, or?
Yeah, a lot of them take time. I like to play with flavor profiles. I like to use a lot of inspiration from things I've done in food service and from like desserts. Generally always like leaning on the sweet side with a lot of things, but playing with those profiles that I've built into cakes and other desserts into cocktails and seeing like how to balance them or to create, like I like to do with mine, is create experiences from the beginning of the drink to the end of the drink. So we start with you could drink it straight through, or you can mix it and get a completely different experience. So you have layered effects of experience, or you can create something totally new by mixing the entire cocktail together and experiencing it once.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Are you a big fan of sweet, or are you more of a bitter?
It depends. My signature drink is a Frisky Wolfsky, which is on the sour side. I like a little more tang and zip to it for my own personal drinks. A lot of drinks I get requested to make are usually on the sweeter side because not everyone has a palate for like the alcohol straight up. But depending on the drink, it can be fun to have either one. But I do like more sour.
If you can make me a drink that's very citrusy, I would love you for that.
Okay,
Same.
very citrusy.
Very much
All right.
same. I love citrus.
Too citrus. How about you, Stream? What's your flavor profile?
I gotta say sweet, but I like something that punches too, like rum and cokes, but put a bit more rum. I like when it punches. I like to have drinks on the rock as well. Really, rum is really my thing.
He needs a Long Island iced tea.
I love Long Island iced teas. Honestly, I really like them. But they hit
like
hard. If you don't have
tequila sunrises,
they hit hard.
Oh,
a lot of the
yeah,
ones
they do.
A lot of the ones with like heavy sugar backs like that will, because the sugar actually inhibits the absorption of the alcohol. So you enjoy the sweetness of it, you don't taste it, and then that's why they just kind of sneak up on you later.
No wonder why I can get through 5 of them before I feel destroyed.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, so we do have a. Since we're talking about alcohol beverages, I do want to let people know in the audience that if you are under the age of 21, please do not drink. If you are the age of 21 and older, please drink responsibly. That's always a big thing that we should always, let people know before, they go out drinking.
Unless you're in Quebec. In Quebec here, the legal drinking is 18, and some other places in Canada is either 18 or 19. So please check locally what is your legal drinking age, and please drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive either. Get a designated driver.
Mm-hmm.
In Germany, I think it's slower. Yeah.
I mean, that's always solid advice. Pace yourself. Have water in between your cocktails too. Like, actually pace yourself. Don't just knock 10 back. Make sure to hydrate in between. It can help a lot. But if you're also not into the alcoholic state, you could also do the mocktails. A lot of like a lot of the ones I design are based around. Also, you can do non-alcoholic versions using mocktail spirits, so you can have the fun and the flavor without the actual hangover.
I was about to say, listen to this advice. Because at Sin City Murcon last year, I took, it was either 8 or 9 shots of vodka within a 30-minute period, but I always took like a shot of water between each shot. So I blacked out, right? All I remember is I woke up next to a toilet, and then I woke up in bed. But staying hydrated also kept me from having a hangover. Always stay hydrated.
Keep quick recommendation. If you know you're going to be partying hard, keep a 6-pack of Gatorades, at least 1 or 2 bottles, and please hip stop moving. No, I don't need to do that to myself right now. I'll do that later. It's good to drink a bottle of Gatorade before going to bed, because since you're going to the bathroom a lot, you're getting rid of a lot of like your minerals and nutrients that your body needs. So keeping some Gatorade will allow you to keep some of those, and mostly when you wake up, drink a Gatorade. It will get through your hangover pretty quickly. It works pretty well.
Yep. You need your electrolytes, but you can also buy little packages with it. You can buy some packages and pour it in some water, mix that up. You'll also be good with that.
Yep.
That's what a lot of people do at parties.
Speaking of people that got drunk, last year at FWA, and we were going to be attending. We did attend our friend Andres' drag queen show. I stayed throughout the whole time. Whiplash only stayed through half of it. What you didn't know is before the show is that Whiplash drank a lot of my whiskey.
Yes,
and you had to go back upstairs.
I also had, was at a different party before I came to your room, so I added on top of that.
Oh my gosh.
So, when I got to Andres' party, before I went to Andres' drag show that he had, I also went to the rave where my friends are at, and nothing is more fun than raving when nothing is straight for you. Like, you're just spinning around. Everything is much more fun. But I still remembered where his drag show was, and I went into it, and I was so gone that I was just leaning up against the wall because I couldn't stand up straight. I still don't even know how I got back to my room. I really don't. I just remember I was back in my room. I did.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And then me and Andres were going to kick your ass.
More.
That doesn't count as a swear word.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does not. I'm saying very strong words count as that, okay? Strong words like the F word,
fine.
C word, the SH word, those kinds of words.
What?
Damn and ass don't mind. But anyways, or hell doesn't matter. Does not bother me either. So, but I will say this: when we came to your room, we were gonna kick your ass, me and Andres, because you decided to leave early. And well, he went to mommy mode because he saw your ass passed out on the toilet in your underwear. So imagine. So I'm gonna give you a demonstration.
That's when you know when you partied. That's no you.
So I'm gonna give you a
epitome of partying.
So I'm gonna give you a demonstration. I'm gonna give you a demonstration of what we saw when me and Andres went to your room. We saw a naked dude.
What naked yet?
just like you're out on this desk. Like
I was
that.
leaning over.
And I think you threw up, and then you passed out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I threw up. But at Megaplex, I found my middle ground. It was 4 Bahama Mamas at the pool bar, and then it was 4.5 cans of Truly, and that was just like my. That was like the perfect like mixed match, to say the least, because I was completely gone, but I didn't black out, I didn't throw up, and I didn't have a hangover, so I found like my perfect ground. You weren't there for that though. Andre still got blacked out, and I swear to God, that man gets blacked out again. I'm just tossing him over the building. Like
you're going to expect Andreas to pass out anyways when we go to FWA this year.
He's not getting blacked out drunk. I will. You talking about kicking my ass? I will kick his ass. That's all I can say. He is worse when he's blacked out. I'm more fun. He is depressing.
Oh,
Fair
boy.
enough.
I avoid getting drunk nowadays because I avoid getting.
You're an old man.
Dude, listen. I avoid getting drunk nowadays.
Gay years, yeah, you're pretty much dead at that point.
No. It's because I start loving everyone. Like, I get affectionate with everyone. And the other problem I get is I start losing my clothes when sometimes it's not the most appropriate time to do it. So I try to discipline myself to not get too drunk. But if you're paying me shots, the 7th one, I don't remember the rest after that. So if I reach like 6 or 7, that's my limit. After that, I'm gone. I'm losing track. I'm gone.
Excuse me, sir. Can you? I'm gonna just take off my boxer. Can you put this in the washing machine for me? they reek of musk. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, I'll give it to somebody on the other side.
Sure, Kolfy will like it. But I mean, you're just like me then. But I don't start losing clothes. I just get like touchy feeling with like friends I'm around that are also that way. So Andre said I absolutely made out with him at SCMC, but I have no recollection of me ever doing that. Ever.
Dude, I actually had an encounter with a friend that he's the polar opposite of what I like into a man, you know, and I was like, I don't remember any of this. How is that a thing? I can't perform when I'm drunk. I'm unable to do anything. I'm a starfish. Oops, sorry.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Stream go on the dance floor when he has 6 shots in at FWA.
Oh, dude, you'll get flustered. I warn you.
No, I'm just gonna laugh my ass off. All right. What about you? Okay, but before I wanted to say, Arden, what about you? But you got any stories to tell?
There were several times I don't remember how I got home, where I was, who I kissed. I did a big spew at my early 20s. I was like, yeah, that was a blur. There was weekends that are a blur. There was one day where I realized I was like, okay, we're gonna have to rein it in, because I had a receipt in my pocket and the bar tab was like $550.
Oh my God!
From like a night, like one night at the bar. I don't know if I was buying everyone drinks. I don't know. I don't remember the entire night. I left the bartender a really good tip though. But like you realize you're like, okay, we're gonna have to scale this back a little bit. But
oh man,
I had to recollect my thoughts here.
I just remember something. My worst ever experience was an all-in-one included vacation spot we went, my husband and I, in Mexico. And at 2 or 3 o'clock, we started doing those shots called Scooby-Doos, which is like melon liquor and another thing with like lime juice. Sakura knows what that is.
I know what you mean.
We
I've had them
discovered
before,
the shot. We were in the pool, and at some point I blacked out, and I don't remember what happened. But I woke up face down on my bed, still with my diving boots on, but naked. My husband next to me. I wake up. It's 9 p.m. I go in the bathroom. There's a pile of vomit on the floor. I'm like,
Oh,
who is that? And I wake up my husband, and he's like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I have absolutely both of us blacked out. Nobody knows who did that, who vomited in the bathroom. Nobody knows. Even today, nobody knows. And we were supposed to meet up some friends at 6 o'clock. Obviously, we missed that bus totally. So we went back to the bar to ask like what happened. And apparently, we said that we had to go. And my husband was so drunk, he was floating on his back because it was a pool bar. So I dragged him across the water. And then we started going up that ramp, and that ramp had like a little wall, a half wall in the staircase, which was pretty wide. And my husband just flopped on it. I forgot something. I went back to the bar, grabbed something. He rolled over, fell in the bushes. I grabbed him back, and apparently we made all our way back to our hotel room. I have very bad navigation skills. I don't even know how we made it, but apparently people were laughing their asses off, and I'm like, hey, if it made people laugh, worth it. It's quite a story.
Sounds like one hell of a party.
Hey, the good thing about drinking
we were
is...
so hangover.
Hey, the good thing about drinking though is it gives good stories. It gives good stories afterwards.
It does. It does. But I regret. I hate drinking too much. I'm very not proud of myself.
I remember one time I actually was drunk, and this is the first time I've ever been drunk. I was with my ex at the time when I was living with him, and I came up to him while he was playing Call of Duty Zombies, and I was like,
great game.
Hey, is your asshole cold?
What? What the hell was that?
amazing.
The best part is I don't remember it. He told me.
Oh my god. I hate blacking out when I get drunk. I hate it so much. I'm like, what did I do again?
That is a fine line.
It can be fun though sometimes. Sometimes
It makes up for great stories. That's true.
It can be
absolutely
fun.
does.
But make sure you have people around you trust. Like,
Oh yeah.
that is
Yes,
the number
very.
one thing about it.
number one,
Yes.
like if you're gonna drink heavily, drink with friends you trust, because you can trust them to record it for you because they will use it against you later, opposed to
Oh
strangers.
my god.
That's
I
true.
have in a situation
do.
where my husband
do.
got
I
so
wanted-
drunk at some point. Oh, sorry.
Well, I wanted to say, I wanted to ask Arden, do you plan to do mixology as a career in the future, or do you want to just continue baking?
I'd like to move into it more. I'm actually looking at trying to go into designing a course for it and doing like a whole coursework on it to help teach others how to do mixology. Because I do love teaching. That's why I like what I do with the baking and pastry. But I do plan on moving into a more professional dynamic with it in the near future, in addition to what I do now.
Let me ask you a question. What is the hardest dessert to make?
Hardest dessert. You know, it's funny. It's like a lot of people struggle with fundamentals, like the simplest things like biscuits or macarons. Because there's only like 4 ingredients, and so if you don't get the mixing just right, it's all downhill. Like there's nothing to save you. So a lot of times with those, they're often more tricky than the most complicated ones.
Yeah, it cannot be too thick and that cannot be too runny. You need the right temperature and the right time. Like placement of the plates in the oven matters. It's a nightmare.
Baking is very much a science more than it is like just like culinary, where like culinary you can get away with some most mistakes. You can add a little something, you can fix it. Whereas like if it's not right when it goes in, it's all downhill. Like there's no return.
You can learn a lot of chemistry from our operations manager over there, Coltyn. Yeah, I give him the shout out for being a good chemist. Spent years in school for it.
Yes, he is.
Yes, but yeah, he'll definitely be the guy to talk to. But he does not know how to mix alcohol, so don't ask him to do that.
He'll mess it up.
Yeah.
I'm mixing that. That's less chemistry and more understanding fluid dynamics. Funny enough, you just have to understand viscosities and fluid dynamics a little bit because all the layering and stuff is all. So the layering, like when everyone wants to do fancy drinks, you know, like the layering is really simple. It's all dependent of two things: how much alcohol versus how much sugar. So if you have heavy sugars, it's the more sugar, the denser it is, so it sinks to the bottom. So all of your grenadines, your curacos, all those sink. And then if you want to layer them, you just add more and more higher proofs of alcohol, the highest being on the top, and then it will stagger between on the layers.
Okay. So, well, actually, now I want to know your opinion on this. What is in your opinion, the worst cocktail you've ever drank?
Gosh, I'm not a fan of. There's it might be a more local drink, but it's back home. It's called a redheaded slut.
Interesting name though.
There's one right there.
Oh, I'm absolutely am. There's no denial.
But they're made back home. It's almost like 3 shots in a cup over ice. They can be done as a shot, but it's like this layer of simple syrup, then Jaeger, and then the entire top's just topped with we had cinnamon whiskey, like Fireball, and. So it hits you with the cinnamon, and then all of a sudden, like the Jaeger just hits you at the end with like a kind of a slap. But after a couple of those, like if you're partying a little too hard, and one of those comes back, they are not they're not pleasant to bring back the other way. So. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them because also the mixing of the two flavors is not really great. They make an interesting shot, but when you actually mix them and drink them, it's like it's a really awkward contrast between the licorice and the cinnamon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what leads up to my next question, which is, what flavor profiles do you like to pair with various dishes?
I am all about. I love some contrast. So if I'm doing like a really sweet dish, I want a really sour cocktail, or same thing. Like if it's too sweet, maybe a dry version. I love a good contrast between the dish because then they complement each other rather than just kind of becoming mellow and all kind of like blended in together. So that way, when you if you have a sour like a nice whiskey sour, for example, to like something sweeter or something very savory. That acid, that contrast cleans the palate. So when you go back to the meal or the dessert, you get to kind of taste it fresh again. And then same thing with the drink because like it cuts through the sugar and you get again a refresh of the beverage you're enjoying. So you get to keep enjoying them back and forth rather than like it just being all a pile of sugar or kind of mellow tones.
Okay, I was gonna ask, can I make a request?
Ooh, okay, yeah.
I would like to see if you can make all mixed drinks based on the podcasters.
All right, I'm game for that. We're going to line that up, put it in the queue.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Spicy.
So
this one's like an angel over here, so smiled as hell.
Just tastes like leather. Rock and roll.
Leather? You say leather? Tastes like leather. God.
Tastes like leather.
I would say, you know what? I'll just let the professional do it, and he'll decide what the drink's going to be. Okay. Now, I will ask: are you going to do the mixed drinks as individually on a video, or are you going to do all 3 together in one video?
Oh. That would be something different. I've never done a triple one, so that could be fun. I like that idea. That could be a fun one to do. Have you all lined up together, or maybe
only if you want to,
or maybe a series of shots because I haven't done a shot series yet.
Make mine heavy, please.
Also, another question.
Mom spaghetti. That sounds good too, actually.
Yeah, especially when you've been drinking a lot.
Never mind.
Now. Are you going to be attending FWA this year?
Yeah, yes, I'll be at FWA.
You know, it'd be a cooler idea if you do decide what mixed drinks you're going to make. We'll drink it for the video.
Oh, you mean at the recording podcast we're doing?
No, he's going to make a TikTok video of the mixed drinks and we drink it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect, actually. I thought about bringing it to our podcast that we're going to be recording and drink in front of everyone.
I mean, you could, we got the community hangout on Friday. You could make a couple of things if people are 18 plus 21.
I mean, I'm already not going to underwear that night, so I'm fine with that.
It all depends on what. It's a discussion that can happen, that's for sure. We can decide on that later.
Fun.
But I preferably want to make sure that video is shown by Arden. It's on his channel, so.
Oh no, absolutely. We can absolutely go. We'll absolutely go to his room or where he makes his drinks at. I'll be fine with that. What is that face you're making?
Sounds.
What is that face you're making?
What are you talking about?
I love
Fiction was doing.
I saw what you mean now. I saw that and that was creepy. Yeah, I'll never.
It was looked like you just got kicked in the. Well, you just got kicked in the nuts. God.
I look like one of those e-girls.
Oh my.
My eye tracking is acting up really badly right now. Oh my god. I can't calibrate. Damn it.
Yeah, that sounds fun. We should we can work that out. It sounds like a great idea. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to see you guys enjoy them too. So.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course. But I needed you. Speaking of the whiskey, I'm gonna get you to try my whiskey. You might like it because I don't think you've ever had it.
Okay.
The honey whiskey.
The honey whiskey, yes.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah. It's very dangerous.
It's sweet, but it's very smooth down the throat because it's a nice burn to it.
It's kind of like putting the vodka through the purifier and getting rid of that disgusting taste.
You mean the aftertaste?
Well, it's still okay. So you know how vodka burns the way down. Well, I can't remember what it's called. It's like a water purifier, but it takes away that disgusting taste and it doesn't burn as much whenever you actually drink it. Me and Andreas tried that out when I went up to see him last time, and to say the least, I took a sip of it, and then we had enough through this purifier. It was like at least 3 or 4 shots, right? I took a sip of it because I didn't know if it was gonna work or not, and then I immediately downed the entire thing. I took 4 shots at once. It just tastes better. That's why I have one myself now.
Yeah, if you filter the spirit, you're filtering out a lot of the heavier mineral content, which leaves behind a lot of those kind of notes on the palate, and kind of smooths it out a little bit more, especially for those lower quality, less distilled ones. So if you don't want to drop a lot of money on the top shelf, you can buy the cheaper stuff, put it through the Brita or one of the filters, and it kind of smooths it out. It doesn't change the alcohol content, but it does smooth out the flavor.
That's fair enough.
I can't remember what we had. We had like a $40 bottle of vodka. I just can't remember what it was though. But it's dangerous for parties. I might just start doing that at my parties. To start filtering out vodka, just do heavier shots.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna see what you're like this FWA. You know what? Actually, I'm curious. Is there a way that we can mix coffee with alcohol?
No, I will not mix those two ever. No. I will not drink both of those together.
Are really good.
I mean,
I love
Bailey's by
coffee.
itself is already that. I mean, Bailey's is it's distilled with the type of alcohol, but they have alcohol fused ones, and you can also just soak vodka and rums and coffee beans and let them cold basically ferment and end up with your own coffee liqueurs that you can then add to different things.
Or you have no idea how dangerous that is, because Whiplash and Coltyn are coffee degenerates.
Understand.
Me too.
I've already had coffee alcohol or alcoholic coffee. I just do not like them both mixed together. It is not good. To me, at least. I'm not sure about other people, but I enjoy my coffee.
You take the coffee vodka and then you filter it, and then you put it in your a caramel macchiato. And it's
that's dangerous.
Golden. It's golden. It's delicious and dangerous.
I want to say Whiplash try that.
If I see you at FWA, I'm gonna bring you also something special. We have something. God damn it, my screen blacked out again. Oh my god, I'm holding back. It's not going well, technologically speaking. Why, when I'm hanging out, it's fine, but when I do the recording, I get issues. So, Arden, we have something here in Quebec called sortilège, which is basically whiskey mixed with maple syrup, and it's really good with your coffee as well. So I'll try
That
to see if
sounds
I can
good.
bring you a bottle. I'm curious to see what you can come up with cocktails. I mean, you
Ooh,
could
that
do
sounds fantastic.
my Arcan rum and coke could be done with a bit of that. I think that would be interesting.
Okay. That
I'll
sounds
try
fantastic.
to
I wanna try
remember to
that.
bring you a bottle.
That
Okay,
sounds
I wanna try
delicious.
that now.
I want to try too.
Yeah.
Maple flavored alcohol. I
Now I'm
love
gonna
maple
disappear
syrup.
for 5 minutes trying to reboot my stuff. I hate this.
Okay, so I did say make mine spicy, but please, if you don't mind, I love citrusy. I just want citrus. I love orange juice. Like orange juice and pineapple are my two favorite flavors when it comes to alcohol drinks. So
Okay.
whatever
You can also
mix
make
up
it
with that, I
interesting.
very much appreciate that.
With him, you can
Huh?
make it interesting since he is from Florida.
Oh, you're down here with me. All right.
I'll ask you after the show. I don't want to dox us.
Now, I wanted to ask you about has mixology or drinking in general has affected like both affected you and in your life like both negatively or positively? If so,
That's a great question.
Tell us about
Younger, a little negatively, became, went on the younger party binge, and hence $500 bar tabs aren't positive influences to your checkbook. Your checking account is not a fan of that. So it's finding a real balance on the positive side. Making drinks and having alcohol and like actually experiencing food and travel and culture through alcohol is a really interesting thing because a lot of alcohol bases are a big part of stapled cultures and their meals. So you can experience a lot of unique worldly cultures and the food more traditionally and authentically. And so it's like really interesting because of there's such a difference from what we get here in the States compared to what you can get in other countries. Like Mexico is a great example. Like we can't get 100% agave tequila here in the States. We can't import it. But if you go to like Mexico and you go to like a tequila plantation and you get 100% agave tequila, it is like drinking Kool-Aid. It is dangerously delicious and smooth. You can get blue, pink, and white. The blue literally tastes like a blue Kool-Aid. Like you can just drink it out of the bottle. There's no burn. It is delicious. But it's very different. And there's also because it's 100% agave and the way they distill it, you can drink a lot of it. And there's really no hangover side effects to it, like the same way as here because it's not the same distilling process. So there's a lot of positive things to be had, like when you travel and experience the food and the culture through some of the alcohols, through also pairing it with their foods and getting that more full picture, than kind of like cutting it off and sticking with, a cocktail that you're very familiar with or a drink that you only like kind of default to.
okay. So I wanted to start out with this as questions of the week, and the question of the week is, what is your favorite go-to drink? Now, we have a lot of answers for this one, actually, believe it or not. It's insane how many answers that we've gotten from this question.
Just means that furries are just alcoholics. That's all it is.
Pretty much. So, but keep in mind that not all of the furries in the question is, they're all underage. There's some of them that are underage. So there's some of them that are not alcoholic based. So keep that in mind. All right. So I'm gonna go through all of them best I can, and we're gonna start off with Indy, who says Mountain Dew pitch black and berry flavored, which is actually I've never had that flavor before. Is it interesting?
Are you talking about the beer Mountain Dews that came out? Yeah, I can't remember what beer, but like alcoholic Mountain Dews.
Indy is not of age of drinking.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
All right. But these are good, like for the minor side. Like this is a good opportunity. Like because you can buy the non-alcoholic spirit alternatives and make things with them, and start even that kind of journey of mixology. You don't have to be 21 to buy or 18 to buy the spirit alternatives because they're no alcohol. But it's a great way to, like, if you want to start playing with some of these and these flavor profiles, like that one could be really great with like a rum, like a sweet rum, because the berry notes, you can start playing with them and getting an idea of like a type of drink without having to be have the alcohol.
Okay, so another answer was from Lupus Rex 112, brisk iced tea, which I've never had brisk iced tea before.
That's
Interesting
I feel like
choice.
more of a southern. My friend loves it. My friend loves
speaking
it.
of Southern, Miles here says Sprite or sweet tea. We appreciate the Southern lads. Hell yeah.
I mean, here's how it goes when you put sugar in tea in the South. Is your tea frothing out? Then it's sweet enough. That's literally it.
It's so true.
Kit says, I like to add lemon vodka to my sweet tea or sip on honey whiskey.
Oh,
Kit,
honey whiskey is good.
Oh yeah,
There's a bar I go
That's
to.
good.
good choice.
I can't remember the name of it at the moment because I don't go too often. But it's a citrus mixture. But whatever it is. Okay, as a child, do you guys remember having like Freezy Pops in your
Oh yeah.
freezer? It tastes like the blue raspberry flavored, and it's dangerous because it comes in a pitcher, and I will engulf the entire pitcher by myself. It is so good. It's mixed with tequila, but it's, oh my god. I want to go back now. I might go this weekend coming up.
Another one
Talk
from
yourself into
Justin. Another
I
one
have.
from Justin the Fire Wolf Dog. He says definitely Arizona Arnold Palmer. I have no idea what that is.
And there's a nice tea.
Arnold Palmers are half when you mix half lemonade with like a half a tea together and blend them. So
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Now, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but this is from Lai Chaos, but I'm just gonna call you L. I'm just gonna call you Lai. He says root beer. Now, to be fair, it's one of my least favorite soft drinks. It tastes
don't
like
like
rotten
mug-
vanilla to me.
I don't like root beer at all, and Dr. Pepper tastes like medicine to me, and I can't drink either of them.
Now that offends me. Okay.
I don't care.
But anyways. Okay, now we got some questions from Twitter, which we had to, split this up. So there was one from Eclipse Warnock. He said lemonade with meddled mint in it when I was in Israel. It was all over and so refreshing. It does sound pretty good, actually. I'm not going to lie. So there is one from Actor Howlez, or aka Louis Howlez. It's Pib Extra, not the unhealthiest choice, but I love the cherry flavor compared to Dr. Pepper. Otherwise, I just stick to water. Water is a good choice as well. You need to drink your H2O, or you basically be as boring as Coltyn. Be boring as Coltyn, because that's all he ever drinks is water.
I mean, that's all I ever drink besides coffee. Me and Coltyn are one and the same. But we know how to drink alcohol.
same.
In the right, Coltyn.
Lots of water, lots of coffee, and then the rest is alcohol.
I can't believe I'm going through this with no problem. Naughty Earwag, he says pina coladas, if they serve them, I just find them so tasty. Non-alcoholic though would be Coke or melon soda if I could find it. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Classic.
I can go for
classic.
Bahama Mama. Not even gonna lie.
Ooh, those are good too.
And this one's, you might know this one. Actually, Whiplash, you know this person. Nitro Wolf 902. He says, lemonade for the win, baby. No offense,
Okay,
Nitro, if you're watching this. Actually, lemonade's not one of my favorite things in the world.
It is when it's mixed with
that's-
alcohol. Makes it better.
That's fair. There's another answer by SpiderPup358. My favorite go-to drink is root beer soda. Ugh. Nasty.
I mean, it's not
I'm
bad.
just getting
It's not
goosebumps
good.
thinking about it. Johnny K9. Pepsi. It's red and blue, just like me. That's fair.
works.
But you're free. Are you also? You could also be white too. Actually, you are white. There's one by Biggie Snakes. As a bodybuilder, protein shakes are top, but smoothies and boba are up there too. Oh, we finally got a boba one. We got boba tea in the house now. That's a good one.
So, I mean, protein shakes are great and all, but for me, like, I can't really drink them because even though they're good for before working out, it just highly affects my stomach to the point I can't go to the gym. Like, it makes me, especially when I drink the chocolate, like, protein shakes, like, I have to drink it 2 hours before I go to the gym. Otherwise, I'm going to throw up
Welcome back.
everywhere. It's
every time you and I have protein powder, like, I just have it with water. I don't have it with milk. And it still tastes nasty. No matter what liquid you use for the protein powder. I do it straight up water.
No, you did it with milk?
Yeah, at one point.
You did it with milk at one point.
Yeah.
How did you not throw up on everyone in that gym?
I've done it with
because
milk
I
too.
drink
It tastes fine.
I drink it after
It's not
workouts.
that. It's your body. It's just your body like reacting to drinking milk and been stressing your body. Maybe it's just me. I can't eat milk and then go
Probably
work out. I
just
will
you.
really. I will
Eat.
die.
You mean drink?
I'll add another way.
I'll just eat protein. I don't care.
I always mix mine. I used to always mix mine in the morning with coffee. I make it a chocolate mocha protein.
It gets worse.
So
Okay.
I can get my caffeine at the same time.
Look, I have protein. Like, okay, before I go before the gym, I have this like I have protein powdered, but mixed with water because it doesn't taste that bad, but it's not the best thing in existence. All right.
The other one is by I'm probably gonna mispronounce most of these names, so please forgive me if I do, and correct me in the comments if I do. So there was one by Kaibo the Hyena. It had to be watermelon flavored bubbly. I've had bubbly, and it just tastes like water to me, just very like a hint of like
Sparkly. Bubbly.
sparkly.
It's very subtle. The flavor is not meant to be very strong. If you understand that and deal with it, that's fine. I think it's a good alternative to soda because sodas are really bad for you. Diet or not, they're not good. And
No,
to me, I'm trying to diet. So I'm undergoing testing right now, but I think I have my I don't even know what's the name is, but doesn't matter. My doctor told me I need to cut back on like soft drinks, anything diet or like regular. So I'm going for those bubblies, which are like sparkling water that have flavor, and it's a good in between, honestly, between water and just soft drink. It's a lot healthier.
Yeah.
I mean, a little more kick. Like Polar and the LaCroix have a little more flavor, like pop. If you need more flavor pop than bubbly, bubbly is really soft in flavor.
Yeah. I kind of like
Okay.
it, honestly.
Didn't we talk about soda like a few weeks ago?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna catch myself for saying this, but is Milo female dog? I'm not gonna say the B word. Nice try. My favorite go-to drink, he said, cherry Coke gets me fruity. So fruity, like you mean this dog right here?
What do you mean fruity? We're all fruity here, by the way. Just saying. You guys are a bunch of fruit cakes.
I am Diet Coke
Oh God!
gay.
Are you kidding? Fruitcakes? Are you calling us disgusting there?
Yeah. No. Fruit cake means
Fruitcake is the most vile thing I've ever put in my mouth. I will not take this sitting down.
I love fruit cake. It tastes really good.
Well, you're Canadian, of course it would be.
All right,
with that
we got a
salad.
couple. We have a couple more questions. So, or the proto. If it's not water, my go-to would have to be Dr. Pepper. Good choice, Aura Proto. That's a good one.
I like that. Good one.
Blue Dirk thing, which is blue.
Fine.
Water with Mio. I don't know what Mio is.
Mio
Oh,
is,
it's like little,
it's a flavor squirts.
Yeah.
They're really fun.
Yeah, it's one little favorite
Oh.
bottle things.
I've
You
never
can
had
actually
one of those.
get Gatorade-like Mios, so you can always bring a bottle. I was mentioning Gatorade or Powerade or whatever you want to use before going to sleep and after going to sleep after a party. You can get those squirt bottles that could work as well. They're very easy to slip in a pocket and stuff. You don't have to carry a bunch of things.
Yeah, and all you gotta do is just toss them in a water bottle and you're set to go.
The last one is by Duco the Circle. My go-to drink would be the Big Blue because I'm a little blue wedge.
Yeah.
Circles.
Friend of mine.
That's a good choice. Your blue cheese. I like that.
Cheese.
That's pretty good. Cheese. Sometimes I think about cheese. And by the way,
Yes, I dream
we were
about cheese.
you
I
dream about
poutine.
cheese.
Oh my god.
Poutine.
I
don't want no
despise blue
poutine.
cheese.
I do not want no poutine. I want poutang. Anyways, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell.
That hurts so
If you
much.
hit the
That hurts so
notification
much.
bell, if you do hit the notification bell, you will be notified for each video that's coming up every week. And also, we'll be getting notified with our shorts as well. And follow us up on our audio platforms and leave us a rating, as that will help us out a lot. Join our Discord and Telegram chat. Links for all these things are in our link tree down below. It'll be in description. If you don't, Whiplash is going to probably I don't know what
Sit
can
here
you do
and
with
do
a drink,
nothing this
Whiplash?
time.
Don't do nothing.
He's gonna
Probably a
waterboard
good
you
choice.
with some. He's gonna waterboard you with Neo.
Oh, there we go. I'll change your
Waterboard's
mug.
really sour,
I'll
man.
change your root beer and Dr. Pepper with something tasty, actually.
I disagree with that statement.
I despise
I know,
those
right?
drinks with a passion.
I don't like root beer.
I like A&W root beer. That one is good. It's the only root beer I drink when I go there.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting. I know, handsome. I was coming up to it. So, calling all
Oh my
to
God,
Top
so
Dogs
gay.
fan, you want some school stuff? You can by subscribing to our. Hey, stop talking. I'm talking, buddy.
talk.
So, okay. So, calling to all of our Top Dogs fan, you want some cool stuff? You can by subscribing to our service subscription on Discord. Become a podcast supporter today. Get exclusive raw and uncut footage of your favorite podcast episodes, join supporter meetups, and talk with other podcast supporters and the team. Plus, you get a custom-made paw emoji and other goodies that come with a $2.99 a month subscription. But wait, there's more. Upgrade to Podcast Supporter Plus, and you get episode voting, supporter feedback, and live audience participation for only $5.99. You also get a sneak peek of upcoming ideas, merchandising, and more. You don't have to join these subscriptions, but it does help us out a lot. And thank you for all our supporters and Supporter Plus out there. We have some behind the cameras right now attending the live recording. So yeah, you guys are amazing. Keep it up. We love you.
Do you want to come up and is the Zembos want to come up to the stage? Come here. We're gonna bat the spotlight on you. Come here.
Come here. It's your time to
Come here,
shine.
Tiger. Come here.
on.
Come here.
Come on, be a good boy. Oh, he's all shy. Come here.
Come here. All right.
Thank you so much.
How you doing,
Appreciate-
Zimbos?
He's a good buddy. He's a good friend of mine. Thank you so much.
Aw, I love the jacket too, by the way. Come here, let me
Yeah,
pet
pretty
you.
sweet. With the L, B, and
Oh,
A
yeah.
plus L thumbstick buttons. It's great.
Come here. Come here. Feel like I'm talking to a dog, but it's a cat.
No,
Oh my God.
You're not. No, I'm
Just like
the
a
one that
cat.
gave the head
Hi.
pats to you.
Hey,
There you go.
we all give head pats here. I don't know about you, stream.
It's my thing. You guys stole it from me.
Actually, matter of fact, he's never petted
No.
anybody yet.
There you go. Pet, pet. Oh, there you go. Pet, 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 pet.
Aw.
Aw.
See, everyone gets head pats here.
Yes.
All the good boys get head pats.
Again,
Even
thank you for your
Fiction.
support.
You're a good boy.
Aw.
You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Nice pecs. Nice thighs. I'm waiting for you for FWA. I'm coming. Anyways.
Oh, what?
so
Not
thank
my
you guys
thighs
so
or
much.
pecs, though, huh? Huh? Not my thighs or pecs, huh? I guess not.
You know what? Hang on. You know what? I want to
I'll
say
be
this.
flattered,
I got stream.
Mm-hmm,
Hey. No more. Hey,
What?
forget beans. You don't
What?
need any beans. You need man cleavage.
You need bush
you like his
beans.
man cleavages?
Oh,
yeah.
dude, you gotta flex those pipes right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gets
You
the
like this man
boys
cleavage?
hot.
You like some moobs? You like these tickle ditties?
There's nothing been more gay on this show than H2 existing right here.
I mean, you just gotta flex it.
Yeah. Get a load of
like
that. Yeah.
Bring some more. You can't even do that, buddy. Uh huh.
You know.
Okay. Yeah. Keep rubbing them. Keep rubbing them.
That was.
Absolutely ridiculous. Love it.
I love it. That was great. I hope you got a
I'm the one
good. I
here.
hope you got a good look at those man
it awkward.
titties.
I'm the one with the man titties over here. I don't know about you. I've sent pictures to the chat. Thank you very much.
What?
I got fur. I got legit fur. I did a post on that.
I'm very bare because I shave. I have to. I can't stand body hair anymore.
No,
Aw.
don't. It's beautiful. Don't get rid of that.
I
natural
don't like
beauty.
it. No, it's not natural beauty.
Okay.
Yes, it is. I'll fight you
Yes,
for
it
it.
is.
It feels like I'm rubbing
let's lift
against
it
a
up.
broom. I don't like it.
That's
You know what?
okay. That's nothing wrong with
Arden,
that. Yeah.
clean chest or hairy chest?
Oh god.
Hairy.
Kevin, you and
Yes.
Stream will
Yes.
get along very well. Oh, and you and Fiction. Have fun.
Okay, so now we're gonna get back on track before we go. Oh
I
yes,
just
the
do
gay.
I just do
game
my
is
roast.
real
That's
right
all
now.
I do.
I know you
100%.
All right, Arden. What do you think the biggest challenge is when it comes to mixology?
Not drinking while you're mixing.
Wait a minute.
It'd be very hard to do, actually, not gonna lie.
To be fair, you have a job. You have a job to do, which is you have to taste it, make sure it tastes good.
You do.
Just like how anything else is being prepared, like when you're being a chef.
You do.
What the hell is that?
Have a tolerance. you would have a higher tolerance real quick with it. But I mean, if you're getting started in mixology, a harder part is getting into some of the higher alcohols because they're very expensive. So I always recommend to everyone if you're getting interested in this, you want to learn it, start with the really cheaper stuff because when you're mixing it in cocktails, you don't need higher grade. You don't need the higher grade stuff, and then scale that stuff way down. So when you're designing or making something, don't do a full drink. Like don't do the full drink the first way up. Do a micro version and then scale it up. So you don't have to drink as much because you can't waste it either. Like I don't waste any of the test runs. We can't waste.
That's fair.
Do you do the tasting with the straw? Put the straw in the glass. You plug the tip and it gives you like 2-3 drops, just enough to taste the drink without actually drinking it.
No, I like when
we
I'm
do that at a restaurant.
They do. Like when you're actually doing bartending, yeah, like you absolutely do a little taste to make sure everything's in balance. But when I'm doing it for development, I drink it in the stages, so I get the full experience for the whole drink. So each one generally takes like 8 to 10 processes. So it's 8 to 10 drinks per person. I get to enjoy, plus the filming. So
that's fair.
Well, you live in a good part of the world to experiment with drinking because, my God, drinking in Canada is 3 to 4 times more expensive per bottle compared to the United States. I did comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It's really cheap here, especially if you go down to Costco and just buy like the gallon of it. So much easier.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous. Those 24 ounces
sober my entire life.
Those like 26 ounces bottle of rums are like what? $14 in the United States. In Canada, they're $35.
Oh my God.
Absolutely outrageous.
God, I'd be sober if I lived in Canada. God, that's all I can say.
I just picked up like a 750 milliliter bottle of vodka, which is like just below 2 liters of Goose, and it was like $38.
I mean, there's cons to live in Canada. There's pros as well. You just gotta wait. I'll weigh the pros.
Absolutely.
I have one more question to ask you, Arden, before we conclude today's show, and that is, what trends do you see emerging in the mixology world?
Ooh, what's on the rise right now is a lot of fusion of older classical beverages. Like the old school ones are coming back. So I think we're heading a lot toward the 50s era, the 40s, 50s era, which you're going to see a lot of like infused with like herbs and smoke materials, like burning sage, but fusing into the alcohol, because that was a really big thing during that era. And we're in that kind of like loop, like most food and fashion, everything, it has a loop. Like we go back around. We went through the sugary drink phase, and we're heading into that like the old classics, but like with a lot of new fusion, and spice is big right now. Ghost pepper fusing is big right now. So you're gonna see a lot of like spicy and like unique cocktails like from the 50s, kind of 40s, 50s era coming back.
Oh, that's cool. Would a cosmopolitan be considered old school?
It is old school. It's been revamped several times. It actually originates in the 30s. So.
Oh, even earlier. Dang.
Yeah, all right,
so it's like, oh, that's pretty good. You guys have anything else to say before we conclude today's episode?
Can't wait to taste our drinks after we away.
Shut your mouth.
It'd be fun to work on them.
Shut your whore mouth.
Yes.
Well, if you have anything to say, Whiplash, I swear to God.
Oh, I messed it. Damn it.
Well,
he's coming. No. You missed it.
Just sit over here and watch the chaos ensue, shall we?
Hey. Get back in your seat. Go away from me. Go back to your seat.
You mean get away from me?
Get away from me. Go back to your seat. Stop it. Behave.
I took a picture while I threw you midair.
Oh, just change your name from Top Dogs to the Top Stooges, shall we?
That's fair.
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely Mo.
Oh my god.
I would say Whiplash is curly.
Absolutely.
I don't even know. Wait. The Stooges. I thought I had an idea what the Three Stooges are, but I absolutely am confused now.
Really? You never seen the Stooges?
The Three Stooges?
Yes.
Yes, the Three Stooges.
I think I'm confusing it with something else. And first of all, probably I've heard the French version of it, but I don't know what the English version of it. So yeah, might be confused. Himbo brain, wee.
Yeah, there we go. Well, if we have nothing else to say,
Okay,
I guess that concludes today's episode. Anyways, thanks for joining us on this episode of Top Dogs Arden. We really appreciate you giving us the insight into the world of mixology. That was really good information and knowledge that you brought to this episode.
Oh, happy to share. I really appreciate you guys having me anytime, and look forward to working on your drinks.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. So let's cheers to that. to more drinking.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. For more blackouts.
Well, we'll pretend we'll have a drink. Yeah.
Oh, Arden, can you share your social with our audience? So if people want to follow you on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram.
I mean, it's the same everywhere. It's Arden Wolfsky. I captured the handle for everything. It's literally the same on every platform. Just Arden Wolfsky.
Okay, that's awesome.
Arden Wolfsky with an Y at the end. Wolfsky.
Well, that concludes today's episode for this week.
That would be so that. Yeah.
Well, that concludes today's episode this week. We'll see you guys next week on Top Dogs. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.
Take care.
Good night.
Oh, my ass is so numb.
Alright, since recording is stopped, so where does recording live at, Orlando?
That's going to be in the credits at the end.
I'm up in the capital.
This is so numb.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
I'm going down there this coming week.
Arden!
What?
I live in...
Oh, heck. You're like right up the street.
Yes! There we go.
He sat on my lap the other day.
I'm in...
Well, for him.
He's like 30 minutes from me.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm about 2.5 hours from you.
You probably know where I work then. If you're that close.
I thought we did awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Man, my equipment didn't want to behave today. It was
Chemistry?
horrible. So bad.
It did not.
I was kind of listening.
how do you feel?
Oh, we're
Great.
just
Always
talking
when I'm
shit back
recording.
there. So.
I feel great.
Motherfucker.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go because I actually have a friend that just showed up and then is
We
waiting
did really
for me
good
at the
this
restaurant.
time.
Alright, have a good one.
I always talk.
We need to take the picture first.
Oh,
Gotta
no,
take the
no,
picture.
go.
And...
Everyone stay where they are.
Okay.